Welcome into Ducks Digest. I want to welcome our next athlete to the website. We got 2022 Oregon women's basketball commit Jennah Isai from Valley Vista High School in Surprise, Arizona. Jennah, how you doing? Thanks for being here.
It's my pleasure, and I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm great, excited. We got a lot of things going on here in Eugene. We got the NCAA baseball tournament. Tracktown USA is coming alive, so it's a great time to be in the Oregon Ducks community.
Yes, it
So,
is.
Jennah, you just got back from a visit to Eugene, and ended up committing to Kelly Graves in the Oregon program. Want to start it there? Why was it Oregon?
I feel like there's many reasons. Some of them are just the coaches and players' personalities. When I went there, very welcoming, very sweet, hilarious. Just when we went there, Kelly just sorry, can we redo that one?
Sure, no worries. I mean, go
Sorry.
for it. So I just want to talk about why you decided to go to Oregon.
Yeah, so I think just between, the coaches and players' personalities, Kelly, one thing that really stuck out to our family and me was throughout my injuries, he stuck with us. He never had a doubt of belief in me or, never took back any offers or anything when any of that stuff happened. Oregon is already a really well-established program. So they consistently make it to the tournament. And one of my goals in college is to win a national championship. So I think Oregon is the place to do that.
Right on. Yeah, that's certainly a great goal to have, and I'm sure a lot of players on the roster share that same goal. You talked about how you got to meet obviously Kelly, a lot of the players on the visit. Kind of walk me through what it was like going on that visit, and maybe some of the players you were able to hang out with.
hmm Yeah, so the players that were there that I hung out with was Tahina, Kylie, Sydney, and Maddie, and they're all very funny together. They were super welcoming. I mean, just like the way they reacted with me and everything, just super welcoming. And the coaches, I mean, I already had a good relationship with Coach Jackie, who just moved there from Arizona. And yeah, I mean, I'm extremely excited that she's there now. So just all the coaching staff together, it's just a perfect combination.
Perfect combination. Obviously you're comfortable enough to make that decision, a really big decision, on playing your basketball here in Eugene. I think a lot of people, when they think about, kind of the recruiting dead period, a lot of attention gets put on football. That's a huge sport here at Oregon, but
Mm-hmm.
you weren't allowed to take visits either. Just tell me how important was it to make that visit, kind of with regards to making your decision, because it was pretty quick after you got there that you decided to make the call.
Yeah, I think before I went, I kind of had a good idea, that I wanted to go there and everything. I didn't know for sure if I was gonna commit there, but it was in the ideas. So yeah, I think just going there really solidified it, the environment around it, just the atmosphere there is just amazing. Like I didn't even need to go on any other visits to feel that. So
Awesome. Yeah. So it sounds like you're feeling pretty confident after making that decision. You mentioned Kelly and how he stuck with you throughout the whole process, and have some ups and downs with injuries. Just tell me a little bit more about your relationship with him, and kind of your thoughts on him as a coach.
yeah, I think well, he's obviously proven that he's one of the best at coaching, but yeah, I think me and my family have a pretty good relationship with him and his family. So then that goes for all the coaches too. I think what helps is he's very enthusiastic, which we love about him. He knows when he needs to be serious, and he just knows how to push the girls and really get the best out of them.
Yeah, for sure. I know it was kind of an interesting season last year. When you were looking at the 2020 NCAA tournament, a lot of people say that Oregon was probably the favorites, even over like teams like UConn and Baylor, to maybe take the whole thing. And then had a lot of people leave, go to the WNBA, but
Mhm.
Kelly's shown that he can really, put it together and push the girls like you were saying.
Mhm.
Um, Jennah, what I want to talk about now is, while you're on that visit, you got to meet the coaching staff and see what it was like to be a player at Oregon. And when people make that commitment during the visit, I think it's a totally different kind of energy. It's super special as opposed to doing it over the phone, maybe. Just kind of tell me what it was like to share that news with the staff and tell them that you're going to be coming to Eugene.
Yeah, well, it was actually during the photo shoot, coach was, making a text on his phone, and I walked out to her and I was like, "Hey, me and my family have been talking, and we decided on committing." Well, I decided on committing, and he just looked up and he had this super surprised face and then smiled. He said, "I was not expecting that." And then all the other coaches came by and then we all hugged, and it was amazing.
That's great. Sounds like a real special moment for you guys. I don't even think I said congratulations on your commitment, but I'll throw that out there
Thank
now.
you.
Kelly, you said that he's one of the best in the business. Very proven as far as the production here during his tenure at Oregon. Talk a little bit about kind of what your fit's going to be like in Kelly Graves' system and kind of what he is envisioning for you.
So I'm gonna play in like the wing spot, like a combo guard. So I'm just, wherever he needs me, whatever he needs me to do, I'm, happy to do it. But I'm really excited to play with like Tahina as a point guard. So I think she's amazing, and she, really knows how to play, and so do the other players. So I'm just excited to, finally go in there and just see how I play with them and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, you're the latest name and a really talented bunch of recruits. I'm sure you noticed that Kelly's last Hall of Talent was all 5 stars, which is pretty insane. So was another one of those big names that's already on the team. When obviously you got to watch the team a little bit last year, just kind of want to get some of your thoughts on the girls and how they played last season.
I think they did great last season, with what was thrown at them with COVID and getting tested multiple times a week. I think they did amazing. And in the tournament, sadly, some were injured and, couldn't they didn't have everyone there with them. But I mean, for all the stuff they deal with, I think they did amazing, and I'm excited for the next years to come.
Awesome. Yeah, it was fun to watch them, just kind of, go through those ups and downs and see how they really came together. And then, with Sedona and Niara just absolutely going crazy towards the latter end of the season. That made
Yeah.
for some really fun basketball. When you're making this call to come to Oregon, you're joining, one of the top programs in the country. What is that kind of like for you to know that you're going to play your college basketball at a program that has a lot of proven success?
Yeah, I honestly couldn't be more excited. I'm excited to, go in and just work as hard as I can. I think I want to play pro after I play college. So I think, that program's really going to help improve me and get me to where I need to be, not physically, but mentally too.
Yeah, professional aspirations are certainly an awesome goal to have, and Oregon's a place to do it. A lot of top picks in recent years. Sabrina is just lighting the league on fire.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
super fun to watch her. What's that kind of like? What's your reaction, after seeing them come to Oregon and then just ball out at the next level?
I think that just proves even more of how great a program Oregon is, that they not only had one top picks, but they had multiple. So, and girls just going off after college and, doing their dreams and goals. So I'm just excited to be a part of it now.
Cool. I know they're excited to get you here in Eugene. A lot of people like to have that decision made, before their senior season. Just focus on basketball, doing your thing, and then getting up to Eugene. Just had a couple more for you, Jennah.
Hmm.
I meant to ask this earlier, but I want to circle back a little bit if that's okay.
Yeah.
Um, Obviously, you're coming to Oregon, but you're a pretty elite player in your own right. Had plenty of other people coming after you. What were some of the other schools that were maybe involved in your recruitment? And
Hmm.
are you pretty locked in? Are you planning to take any other visits?
No. Yeah, Oregon, once I went there, I just knew, I didn't need to take any more. This was it. Yeah.
All right, very cool. And then so we talked about how you're already committed. Kind of looking down the line, what's in store for you as far as EYBL high school
Hmm.
season? What's going on now?
Yeah, so for EYBL, my team's actually doing pretty good this year. So I'm extremely excited for what's to come of that. I think we have a really good chance of winning Nike Nationals. So fingers crossed. But yeah, and then after that, it's high school season and just getting another state championship. So yeah.
Awesome. So when you get on the EYBL circuit, I believe you're playing for the Cal Stars. Is that the team
Hmm.
that you're playing for? Okay,
Yeah.
so being in Arizona, how does that work as far as practicing with the team or like meeting up with them for games? Tell me
Hmm.
a little bit about that.
Yeah, so obviously it's quite a whiles away. We have to fly in for practices, but we practice a couple times a month, I'm pretty sure. And then now we're practicing more because we're actually getting into the season. So we'll have training camps and the locations we're going to. So we're going to be in like, I think it was Iowa and then Chicago for like 8 days doing training camps before we play. So, I mean, our team is really close knit. So if there's any girls that have to be there with, I'm glad it's them.
Yeah, it looks like you guys are poised for a good run based off what you're telling me, which is super fun.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to keep my eye on how you guys are doing with all of that. Jen, I want to end it with this one. I always get excited to ask this question. Clearly you're like over the moon about this decision, reasonably so. A lot of people here in Eugene super excited for you to get here, even though that's in 2022, right? Just wanted to ask you, do you have any messages to share to the Oregon fans that are ready to be screaming for you and cheering you on in Matt Knight Arena?
Yeah, I mean, I'm so excited to play in front of them and I'm ready to, help the team get another national championship.
Right on. Well, they're ready to get you for you to get here. So definitely gonna keep an eye on your season and see how that all unfolds. But Jennah, that's all I had for you today. Appreciate you hopping on the call, and it was great to meet you.
Thank you. It was great to meet you too.